I heard tell they speared some redcoats as went out alone, and they was found with their eyes pecked out by crows. But with me they was kind, as though they took one look at these convict rags and knew the difference. After I scaped, 'twere nobbut an hour afore I knew I had no chance with no gun nor tinderbox, and what fruits I found might be poison for all I knew. And then this boy were staring at me through the hanging leaves and red blossoms, and afore I knew it I was surrounded by him. I got a few prods with the blunt end of a spear, and one old man he comes up and starts tugging at me trousers and jabberin, pointing at his own equipment. And then I knew he just wants to know if I were built the same as him underneath me rags. Well, I ain't ashamed, I lobs it out there and then, and the grizzled one looks right impressed. That were how we met. And I stays with him, I know not how long, and learns how to turn shells into fish hooks, how to build a sort of boat out of bark. And t'old man one day he comes wi' a great lump of hair and sinew slung upon his back, wi' long fat tail slumping behind, and huge leathern-soled feet. He lets it fall aside the campfire, and I thinks, here's one word of natives I already knows, on account of having heard of these creatures. So I points and I says, "Kanguroo, kangaroo." "Patagarang," he says back, "Patagarang." And then, like he's doing it out of politeness, he tries, kangaroo, kangaroo, and touches his mouth. Well, Kanguroo or Patagarang, he soon has it draped across the fire, and as the sun goes red between the branches, they all gathers out of nowhere. And we's sinking our teeth in like hungry dogs, Patagarang grease smirching our chins. That was when the redcoats came upon us, tracked us by the firelight. I sticks up me hands and looks from side to side, but they's all vanished amongst the tree boles. And there's me by a spitting fire, me gob still wrapped round a great Patagarang longbone, staring down a musket. Them was the best days I ever had, after all the birchins and gin swilling and treadmills, and then being shipped out here, me who's never gone 10 mile from home, and the stocks and the floggins and me old friends dying of scurvy, and the governor's endless rantings claiming how he gives half a shit for our welfare. Aye, there's the story of how I escaped to civilization. And look, there's a great herd of Patagrangs on that rise, some standing and some grazing, all haloed by sunlight. And mind you, don't let me hear you calling 'em kangaroos. That be the white man's mishearing. The white man don't know nowt.